Hey friends, happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, July 5th. I hope you had a great weekend celebrating Independence Day yesterday and just America and all that comes with that. We are going to jump in today with another prophet. If you remember, we learned about Hosea and Joel and Jeremiah and Elijah and Elisha and Isaiah. But today we're going to learn about Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, is a bigger book in the Bible. You can find it after Psalms. So Psalms is that big one in the middle of the Old Testament. Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Jeremiah. Then you'll be right there. You can follow along in Jeremiah chapter 1. So just a little bit of context before we get started in our story. The people of Judah were afraid. If you remember, at this point in Israel's history, there was two kingdoms, the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah. And so we're talking about the southern kingdom of Judah. And they were afraid because the northern kingdom had been destroyed by the Assyrians. So they were wiped out, and the people of the southern kingdom of Judah were not sure that they would survive. So God called a priest, Jeremiah, to speak to his people. God said to Jeremiah, I knew you before I made you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I chose you to do very special things. I chose you to be a prophet to the nations. Being a prophet meant listening to what God said and telling the people God's message. Jeremiah said, No, God, I don't know how to speak in front of the people. I'm just a boy. I'm only a youth. I don't know if you guys know this, but speaking in public is one of people's biggest fears. So it's not surprising that Jeremiah is saying, I don't know if I can do this. This is scary. But God replied, Don't say that. You will go where I send you and say what I tell you to say. I will protect you. Then God reached out his hand and touched Jeremiah's mouth. God said, I am putting over you nations and kingdoms. You will give the people my message. It's a message of destruction, of bad things happening because of their sin. It is also a message of reconstruction. That just is a big word for rebuilding. After I tear down the people, I will rebuild them. God gave Jeremiah two visions. Visions are like dreams, except for Jeremiah was awake. He wasn't sleeping. God said, What do you see, Jeremiah? Jeremiah said, I see a branch of an almond tree. You're right, God said. The almond branch was a sign for Jeremiah so he would know that God would do what he said he was going to do, and he would do it soon. Then Jeremiah saw a second vision, and he saw a boiling pot. The pot was overflowing from the north. God told Jeremiah that this vision meant trouble was coming from the north, and trouble would come for everyone in Judah. God told Jeremiah that the rulers in the north were going to come and set up their kingdoms outside the city gates of Jerusalem. That's the capital of Judah. They were going to attack cities in Judah. God was going to judge the people of Judah for their sin. They had walked away from God and worshiped their own man-made gods. Jeremiah had a big job to do, and God was ready to send him on his way. Get ready, tell the people everything I say. Do not be afraid. I'm making you strong against the people. They will fight you, but they will never win. I'm here to protect you and to rescue you. This must have been really scary for Jeremiah. He wasn't going to Judah to give them good news. He was going to give Judah bad news. But he had God on his side, and God promised to protect him. God had a plan for Jeremiah before Jeremiah was ever born. God called him to share God's message about sin. And in a similar way, God has planned all along for his son Jesus to show people that what God is like and to rescue them from their sin. It is amazing to me that God knows us before we're even born, and he has a plan for us, and he can use us, and he gives us a message, and he protects us. Our God is a good God, And our big picture question and answer for this next section is, why should we obey God? We obey God because he loves us. And we know that he loves us because he sent Jeremiah to give a message that sin brings destruction. He sent Jesus to come and pay the penalty of sin so that we don't have to be destroyed. I wanted to remind you of your memory verse. So this is a new memory verse for the next 4 weeks. It is, for the big kids, it's Ezekiel 11:19 through 20. And for the littler kids, it's Ezekiel 11:19. So I want to share some hand motions with you because this could be a way for you to memorize your passage. So here it is. I will give them one heart. Okay, so I, God, will give them one heart. And I will put in them a spirit. I will remove their heart of stone and give them a heart of flesh. They will be my people and I will be their God. All right, ready? Try it again? Okay. I will give them one heart and put a new spirit within them. I will remove their heart of stone and give them a heart of flesh. They will be my people and I will be their God. So I hope that helps you memorize your passage. For the littler kids, it's simpler. I will give them one heart and put a new spirit in them. So I will give them one heart and put a new spirit in them. So I hope you memorize that. Remember, if you come to church and you can say your passage, I have prizes. So I wanted to do one more thing. I want to do a craft, and this is something that all you really need is a pencil, some scissors, and some construction paper. So we are going to make a nameplate. And so it's to remind us that God knows everything about us. He created each of us and knows our name. He wants everyone to put their trust in Jesus and to tell the world about him. And so it's important for us to remember that he knows our name and he has made us special. So we're going to create something that does that. What I want you to do is take a piece of construction paper, fold it in half. On one side, you're going to draw a circle. I always use like a cup to draw my circle. So there's my circle. Okay, and then, I don't know if you can really see the line. Anyway, and then you're gonna draw on it, I'll just do one, like little triangles or little points all the way around the whole thing, and then you're gonna cut it out. So you'll have half a piece of paper left, but you'll cut it out. So I did this already, and I wrote my name on it, Lisa. I wrote it in cursive. And then on the bottom piece of this paper, you're gonna write things that are true of you. So you could say, I'm funny. I'm sweet, I'm active. You can have your mom and dad help you. I'm sure that they have a lot of things that are true of you. So I wrote mine. Okay, so this one says I'm strong. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tape this on the back. Okay, and what else did I say? I'm fun. At least I think I'm fun. I don't know. Other people might say otherwise. I'm creative. I mean, look at me. I'm doing a craft right now. Right now I'm doing a craft. You can do as many of these as you want. I just did 5 for mine. Unique. There's only one me and there's only one you. And that's the truth. And last one, what did I say? I'm bold. I try to be bold. Sometimes I get a little shy. I think we all do, right? Okay? And so this makes my little sunshine. And it just reminds me of who God has created me to be. I think it probably needs some more. But I hope you guys make this. Take a picture, post it have your mom and dad post it in the Facebook Connect group, or send it to me at lisa@fcov.org so we can all enjoy it. But I hope you remember how special you are, that God knew you before you were born. Have a great Sunday.